Welcome to video number 8 of our 10 video playlist series talking about diet things, concepts or ideas, theories that I no longer believe to be true. And today we're going to be talking about fruit and sugar and how I used to believe that fruit was bad and that sugar was evil. So let's talk about that in this video. Thank you so much for joining me today for day 8 of our 10 video playlist series. There is only 2 days left to get the Ultimate Vegan Health and Weight Loss Bundle. This is a brand new bundle loaded with goodies, lots of new stuff, lots of raw, and my 52 to a New You brand new, fully revised edition of my transition guide. All for $49. You get paid one time and you get to download everything. You have 1 year to download everything, and once you do, you get to keep it forever. There's thousands of recipes. There's hundreds of hours of video content. There's fitness guides, and like I said, there's raw food stuff. There's so much gold in here. I really hope that you go and check it out before it's gone. You have 2 days left. It ends Sunday. So February 12th, 2023 at 11:59 p.m. PST, you can no longer get it again. So go check it out. Click the link in the description, go see all the goodies that you're gonna get, grab the bundle, and then you can come back and watch the rest of the video. You're gonna wanna download all kinds of good stuff because there's lots of good stuff in there, including 6 contributions from me. I'm so excited for you guys to go check it out before it's gone. So today we're going to be talking about how I used to believe that fruit was bad and that sugar was evil. And I did used to believe this. A lot of people do. They are pumped on the internet about how sugar is bad and carbs are bad. Way back in the day, when I first started working in the natural health industry, I was also bombarded with a lot of the low carb stuff. We need like huge amounts of healthy fats and protein and all of this. And sugar and fruit was demonized. The thing is, there are different levels, so to speak, of sugar. There's whole fruit sugar that comes with fiber and nutrition and all that. And I know people have talked about this all the time, but it's still a concern. People are still scared of fruit, but they're not comparing it to processed refined stuff that comes with loads of fat. Like for example, a mango is much different than a chocolate bar with processed sugar and fats in it. They are very different. An apple is very different than a pastry, an apple pie pastry. They're not the same thing. And we have to really separate those two because they are vastly different. Fruit comes in a complete package with fiber and nutrition and all kinds of phytochemicals that help to protect us. And the sugar is energy for our cells. Our cells run on sugar. That's our preferred source. Yes, we can convert protein and fat into sugar and whatever, that it's a whole other process. It takes more energy, that kind of thing. Our body prefers sugar, and when we are hungry, typically we want something that is calorie dense, that's going to give us the energy, and yet we default to the processed stuff, the pizzas and the pastries and the chips, the corn chips, all those kinds of foods to get those dense calories in, but it comes with fat and it's refined and there's low fiber. There's all kinds of things that happen when we eat those foods as opposed to eating the fruit. And something that I also used to believe was that sugar feeds cancer. There was a new study that was released, I believe from a university in Tennessee, that discovered, this is super new too, that discovered that like when they do the scans and they see that all the sugar is like the cancer tumor is lit up because there's all the sugar that's going on, they assumed that the tumor was eating the sugar. But what they discovered was that the cells that are consuming the sugar within the tumor are your immune cells. Those are the ones that are eating the sugar. The cancer tumor cells themselves like protein and amino acids, especially like methionine and stuff. So really, like the sugar is not bad. It's providing your cells the energy to do what they need to do. So this is a very, very interesting new study, and I will try to share the link down below. But if I don't share the link down below, you can check out this information from chrisbeatcancer.com, because that's where I first heard about it. And it's pretty cool new science, which further holds up that whole fruit sugar is okay to eat. Like, it's natural, it's normal, it's fine. It's the processed stuff that's the problem. It's the processed stuff that comes with fats. So in our body, we have insulin that helps to get sugar from the bloodstream into our cells to burn for energy. And insulin is kind of like an escort. It escorts sugar into the cell and we burn it for energy, and all is good with the world. The problem is when we're eating refined sugar, we get a huge amount of sugar in the bloodstream compared to when we eat fruit with fiber, it's a slower release. So that's one thing that refined sugar does, is that it overloads the bloodstream with too much sugar, which causes other issues with the amount of insulin and all that. But when it comes with fat, which a lot of carbs do, like a lot of people, when I say, what's a carb? They think pastries and pasta and cakes and donuts and chocolate bars and candy and all of that. And for the most part, most of those options come with a high amount of fat. Like a muffin is over 50% fat, depending on the muffin. A baked potato, for example, loaded with sour cream and butter, that's a lot of fat included with your carbohydrate. Pastries and donuts and French fries and potato chips, a lot of it is fat. It's not just carbs that they're eating when they're consuming those. They're eating a lot of fat. And what fat does is it actually, in so many words, blocks insulin from being able to escort the sugar into the cell. So that creates insulin resistance, because insulin's not able to get the sugar in properly. So lowering our fat percentage is the best way to improve insulin sensitivity. And if you're looking for more information on that, you can check out a place like masteringdiabetes.com, where they talk a lot about the issues with eating a high-fat diet and why it causes insulin resistance. Even though you might not see high blood sugar levels, really glucose tolerance is what we're looking for. Like, how effective is your insulin at getting sugar from the bloodstream into your cells? That's really what we're looking for, not the amount of blood sugar. It's how effective your insulin is at using the blood sugar. Because blood sugar is normal. We eat anything and it increases our blood sugar. And we need insulin, by the way. This is something that I just learned from taking Dr. Rick and Karen Dina's school. It's called rawfoodeducation.com. Nate and I are doing it for the entire year. It's been about 6 months and we've learned a lot. Even though we know a lot, it's good to learn from others, and we are learning a lot. Rick and Karen also have their ebook in the vegan bundle, so they're included in there as well. Grab the bundle before it's gone. Click the link in the description. But in their school, they were teaching about how in biology books, these are the books that medical doctors and everyone goes off of, like it's basic biology, that when you eat protein, the amino acids also need insulin to get them into the cells. It's not just sugar. Insulin also escorts amino acids. So when you're eating a high protein diet, you need more insulin to use those amino acids to build the proteins. So when people say, well, you need to eat a high protein diet, you're still getting an insulin spike. And in many cases, it's higher than if you were eating a high carb, whole food diet with a lot of fiber. So it's very interesting that we do need insulin to use the amino acids as well as sugar. So again, the whole high protein equals better insulin is misguided because they're not reading the actual biology books that show that insulin is necessary to use amino acids. So whether you're eating carbs or protein, you're going to have insulin. The thing is to lower the fat percentage down to an appropriate amount for the human body, which is around 10% total calories coming from fats. Get rid of the oils, eliminate the animal products, and lower the excessive amount of fats that you're consuming to eat an appropriate amount of fats so you're still getting your omega-3s. Focus on chia and flax to get your omega-3s. Have a little bit of other fats in your diet, like a quarter of an avocado or a couple tablespoons of nuts in a dressing. That kind of thing is fine. Eating an appropriate amount of fat will actually increase your insulin sensitivity. So then when you do eat high carb, you can use those sugars a lot better than if you were eating high fat and still having that insulin spike because you're eating a lot of protein, which still needs insulin. So again, that's what I used to believe. I actually used to believe that fruit was bad. Believe it or not, I used to believe it. I used to believe that all of it was in the same basket, and that was very misguided of me, and it did my body a big disservice because I believed it and I just wasn't eating the fuel that I needed. Every single time that I would try doing a raw diet, it was always high protein and high fat. I wasn't eating enough. I demonized sugar. I believed it wasn't good. And I was never able to stick to a raw diet because I was not feeding myself enough calories, enough variety, and enough fruit. Fruit is important, but so are vegetables. We still need to eat a lot of vegetables, so you can't forget those. But lowering the fat intake is going to help you to be able to eat the higher amount of carbs that we need to fuel our brain and our muscles and our organs and all that good stuff. So thank you for joining me for video 8 in our 10 video playlist series. If you want to watch all the past videos, you can click the link in the description box below. I have a link to the playlist so you can watch them all. There's also a link to the Vegan Health and Weight Loss Bundle, which is ending on Sunday. You've got 2 days left to get this bundle, so please go check it out. You're getting 6 contributions from me, including my brand new 52 to a New You fully revised transition guide. I'm super excited to share this with you. I've been working on it non-stop and I've put a lot of my soul into it, so I hope you enjoy it, but you're also getting over $6,000 worth of other content as well. It helps to support us to keep doing what we're doing, so please go check it out. Scroll through the website, see everything that you're getting for the $49 and download it and enjoy it. Watch all the videos. There's thousands of recipes, hundreds of hours worth of videos. There's plant-based doctors involved in this one, and they've got some awesome content as well. So please go check it out. We'll be back tomorrow for another video. If you're enjoying these, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click like if you enjoyed it, and comment in the description box if there was an aha moment or what are your key takeaways from this video. I love to hear what your key takeaways are. And until the next video, I love you all, and fruit on.